Hey, Blockheads, this is DJ AK the Amanda Knight, and I'm here to let you know that my so-called whatever podcast and No More Games Radio have joined forces. Listen to No More Games Radio on Sundays at 2 p.m. for your favorite episodes of my so-called whatever podcast, and maybe a live episode? Who knows? Tune in to my so-called whatever podcast for upcoming No More Games radio features and exclusive stories from our staff and DJs. And as always, follow us on social media at No More Games Radio and at my so-called whatever. Hang tough!
Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid as gold. My so-called whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows, NKOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom! And if you don't know, now you know. My so-called whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
Got it.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so excited.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
This is going to be such a good episode. It's going to be juicy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We don't have any tea to spill, unfortunately.
No. It's not that kind of episode, but it's going to be exciting because we're all, how many days is it?
Oh, of course you can put me on the spot. It is
Didn't you just
57. 57 days.
You texted me earlier and said 57 days. And I said, yikes.
Yes, you did. You did.
Until the cruise.
Yeah.
Because we're here to talk about the cruise.
I think. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it is 57. It's obviously going to be less when you guys listen to this, but
true
57.
That.
Yeah. I feel like I was in a much different place last cruise, 57 days in. I feel like I had all my outfits planned and everything ready to go. And this year, I'm just I'm kind of winging it. So do you guys?
I'm totally winging it.
Yeah. I'm I haven't planned anything yet. Well, I shouldn't say that because I have
You've
GPS.
planned more than I have.
I have GPS, I have Halloween, and I have Love Eternal. So I just have to figure out
GPS.
Night.
And I only have GPS because it's the same GPS from 2018.
Yep, same. I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be a lobsterman again. That's just
and I'm just gonna be a lobster.
Yeah. So I mean, what else are we gonna be for Maine? Seriously, what else are we gonna be? Paul Bunyan. That's going to be hot as hell.
Oh, no. And Babe, the Blue Ox.
Oh, yeah. No.
That
was a hard pass. Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway,
we have guests.
Yes, we have some amazing guests for you today. And those guests are...
Hi, I am your friend Adrian.
And I'm Chris.
And we're from Rattail.
Oh, yay.
See you.
And... we have another special guest, Christina Meyer. She is our cruise expert, as we like to call it. Because Christina, how many cruises have you been on?
I've been on all of them.
Crazy.
That really is. That's impressive and so cool.
And I think if you go back a while, you can look it up on our website. Christina talked about the first cruise. And it was amazing. So you have to go listen to that episode because it's fantastic. It's great. So
cool.
Yeah, go listen to that episode.
Can I tell a quick story about how I stalked Christina in Chicago?
Yes,
please.
Yes.
Well, I just pounced on her. I don't know if Christine remembers that, but
I do.
Because we were in the party pit.
Yes.
And I was, oh my gosh, hi, I know you. I had seen you in a couple other shows, but I wasn't able to stop and say hi. So I was so excited to see you in the Chicago pit. And I'm sorry if that was scary.
No, it was fun.
Okay, good. It was fun being in the pit with you. So Love Christina.
Lots of dancing.
Tons of dancing. That was a crazy show.
I love that so much. Oh, I just love it. And I'm so happy to see your faces.
Yes.
You too. It feels good.
Feels real good.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
The last time we recorded was December of 2020, right? I believe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Rattail.
Yeah.
Oh, we did a
my
couple
God.
special things after Boston with you guys.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
I think the
that's
last
right.
time you were on our podcast was December 2020,
Jeez.
I think.
Well, it's about time.
Yes.
It's about damn time, as
And
Lizzo would say.
And what better way to come together? Because this is going to be Adrian and Chris's first New Kids on the Block cruise.
Yeah, sure
I'm so
is.
excited for you.
So we're going to talk about all things New Kids Cruise. And we reached out to you guys on Facebook multiple times and asked you guys if you had any questions to, ask them in the comments or send them to us. And you guys did that. And that was amazing. So amazing that we got so many questions. We're not going to be able to answer them all tonight, but we will answer some of the most frequently asked questions and I'm sure share some stories and so on and so forth. So should we intro and get into it?
We need to intro and we need to
Yes.
get into this.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
This is Christina.
This is Rattail.
Rattail.
Yay. And this is my so-called whatever.
Hey.
And it's a block party, by the
Right.
way. Welcome to the block party, guys.
And we ain't leaving out nobody, guys,
Guys.
because it's time to talk about the cruise.
Oh my gosh.
And this is cruise 11
right.
for those of you who
11.
That was going to be one of my questions. So
cruise 11.
11.
Last time it was cruise X or cruise sex or whatever. And now it is cruise 11.
Wait, I
And-
say it's cruise sex because Danny, whenever he DMs at me, he always sends an X. And so I always say that means he's, instead of sending me a kiss, he's sending me something sexual.
Hey, that's what I'd go with that too. I would.
I
go
mean,
right
why
with that.
not?
Right.
Why not?
So where should we start, Brooke?
Well, that's a great question. So maybe we should start with, we've already established that Christina has been on all of the cruises.
Right.
This is going to be Rattail's first cruise.
Mhm.
And for anyone that doesn't know, this is going to be Nikki and I's second cruise. We
That's
are
right.
cruise sophomores.
That's right.
Ooh.
And we certainly don't know it all.
No,
And this is why we have Christina.
that's right.
But I think that we'll all be able to put in some input and so I don't know if we want to start with, I know that Adrian and Chris had some like questions or comments that they wanted to make, so we can kind of start there.
Mhm.
Yeah, we would love to. Do we want to start logistics? Because we have some logistics questions, or we have some like broader questions. Maybe you should start with your logistics question. That's a good one, Chris.
yeah, okay, sure.
Okay.
I'll go first. I was curious how you manage the amount of people there in what seems like small places. Because, like, I'm assuming that where they perform or something, it can't fit everyone on the boat, right? Like, how does that work?
That's a very good question. That is a very good question.
Tell us, Christina and Brooke and Nikki.
So I would say for the anything that's in like the theater, that's why they have the early and late dining. So they kind of split the boat into two groups. And then the early dining people go to all their like theater shows together. And then the late dining people go to all theirs together. So they kind of handle it that way. But the Lido deck, everybody's out there at the same time. So all whatever 2,500 or however many of us there are. So you get cozy with your neighbor.
Mhm. Real cozy.
It's a lot of sweaty people packed in one spot dancing.
It really is.
Yes.
It's a lot of people. And like I found that there were, just because like the thought of a lot of sweaty people in one spot is not appealing to me ever. I found like if you want to be right there as close as possible, plan to be packed in. But I'm kind of cool off to the side, closer to the bar.
Yes.
And where you can kind of move around and, you can go to the bathroom and then come back and not have to like fight for your spot.
But
it all depends on like the experience you want to have.
Right.
But there's room for everybody on the Lido deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's my follow-up question. It's okay if I move into a follow-up question because it has to do with
Yeah, absolutely.
So a lot of the My So-Called Whatever community shared some great advice about expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And in general, it's about like, keep it low. Like, you will not be making out with a new kid. It's not happening, not even Danny, right? Like, it's not happening. So cool your jets and focus on having a good time with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Love that for our community. That's wonderful. But I can tell you, so like everyone, I think we're putting a lot of thought into like our outfits, and we've seen like cruise videos where they pull people up. And I'm not going to lie, it would be nice to get pulled up. So is it that maybe we relax most of the nights and then one night we like
try to
get attention? Like, how do you get their attention?
Maybe our costumes will get their attention.
Yeah, but if we're by the bar, they won't see us. So like, what's a good strategy to get their attention if we decide, because I know we're not going to want to play that game every night, but at least maybe one night. Or is this all just fantasy and it just doesn't matter?
No, it's not fantasy. I will say they do move throughout the crowd, so you don't have to be right in front of the stage. Like, they come to the back. Joe went up on like deck 10. There's like a little, like, I don't know, little like alcove thing where you can kind of stand. He was up there. Actually, one cruise, like my friends and I that's our spot we chose because it was cooler up there and we could like dance and move around. And all of a sudden Joe was like next to us and he was like singing and dancing, and we were like, and he stayed up there for like 3 songs before he left. So they like move to the back of the crowd. They don't just stay like in the front of the Lido deck. They will circulate and move around, and they will be on top of the bar while you are standing near it. So
that's awesome. Little coyote action or coyote ugly action.
Yeah. 70s night was fantastic with Joe.
70s night was great.
Yes.
All the nights were great. GPS was my favorite though. Just saying.
Yeah. GPS night was amazing. Yes.
I danced with Jordan. Just gonna say it.
What made it so amazing? Was it your costumes? Was it just the people you were with? What made it so amazing?
I think it was all of the above, to be honest with you. I mean, I loved my costume. I was comfortable, and all of my costumes, I went comfort is key, because I knew I was going to be hot. And so I would like incorporate, like I made sure my footwear was very comfortable, no heels, no platform sandals, stuff like that. And it was neat because like Joe came down where exactly we were when I went to go change my shoes. So that was great. And he was like right where we were. It was fun. We did like a conga line that like went around the whole ship. It was so fun.
My gosh.
And it was just a fun night to like, even though it was the last night and it was sad that it was the last night, but I think a lot of us were tired and we're like, all right, yeah, this is a good time to end, it was a great night.
That's awesome.
For me, GPS night was the best because I was just standing in a spot that I didn't normally stand in, like the other nights. I don't know what I was doing. I was just there, and all of a sudden the crowd, I'm not kidding, it parted. The crowd parted, and then Jordan was right there. And then he walked at me and he put his arm out and around me, and we danced for like 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy cool.
Now, I didn't I literally, when we're talking about expectations, I went with zero expectations.
Mhm.
Zero. The only selfie I got was with Jordan. I didn't really, I don't want to say I didn't care about selfies. Sure, I would have taken it with like even Donnie, who was like, I'm gonna have a selfie with everybody on this boat. I didn't get a selfie with Donnie. But that's okay. Like I wasn't upset about it. I also didn't like seek it out. I wasn't going to stand in a line for it. Um, but again, that was my experience, and everyone has their own priorities. But Jordan came through. I happened to be there. My amazing friends pushed me to the front, and I got a selfie with Jordan. And then I got to dance with him, and that was amazing. And I did not expect that, period, at all. I had a blast with my friends every single night, and the guys were just there. And that was really nice, like eye candy and tunes and party. But I mean, that's why JPS night was my favorite. I think it's obvious though.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah, I was gonna say just to add to that, so to keep things in perspective, like it wasn't until my 10th cruise that I actually got pulled up on a stage by Donnie because of my costume. So you just never know. Like
Yeah.
different things catch their eye, you know. I will say, like, kind of, I've noticed that kind of group theme costumes tend to catch their eye. So if you can kind of coordinate with your roomies or kind of plan like a outfit together, sometimes like because it's more than one of you wearing the same kind of thing, then you catch their eye in the sea of people. But it's random. But there is like there's the kind of front Lido deck stage, and then there's like two smaller stages in the back. So they do spend time on all of those and kind of circulate.
I love that. What was your costume that you got
We,
pulled up for?
we were dressed, so it was for the Blockhead Love Night, and we were like three giant hearts with Blockhead Love on it that lit up.
They were awesome.
Yeah, we'll post a picture on the website. They were so cute. So cute. You were also very cute for 70s night too, because you guys were disco balls, and that was amazing.
I was just gonna say nothing will top the disco ball
Yes.
costumes.
And then I have a picture of them like twirling.
I do too. I think yes.
Yeah,
I think
like a live
I think it was like a
photo.
boomerang or something.
Yep. Yeah.
It was
And
so
actually
cute though.
that leads to a good point. Like, don't be upset if you see someone else in your same costume.
Right.
Because I had planned this disco ball and I showed up and there was probably like 10 other disco balls for 70s night. And I was like, oh, we're all, so we just all stood together and
It was really
around
cool.
and danced.
Disco
It was
ball.
cute.
Yeah.
That's cute. I have a feeling for our 80s costume or Bring Back the Time costume, other people might be it. So it'll be fun to see. And then we can all get together and do a group photo.
Yeah.
Yes. And there's a lot of people there. I mean, huge groups of people that do big group collections, if you will. We only did one group collective thing. And Brooke, you didn't do it, but
I was gonna say I don't think I did it.
it was Maria, Kim, I can't remember.
Yes.
Maria, Kim, Jackie, myself. Is it just the four of us? I feel like there was five.
I feel like there was 5.
I'm sorry if I'm leaving you out. I can't quite remember, but we were for the we wore the white shirts with like the black geometric patterns that they did for what was it?
Is it a main event?
The package tour, or remember how they had like white shirts?
Yeah.
And then they had like Joe had
Mhm.
yeah, so that's what we did. And that's when I got my selfie with Joe, and he like took a step back and he goes, hey. So I was like, he recognized it. He knows what it is.
So
So
cool.
that was fun. That was fun. Yeah. But yeah, you don't have, and a couple of the questions that people were asking, like, do I have to dress up for certain nights? Like, you don't have to dress up any night. There were people that weren't dressed up and they were having just as good of a time. Some people just don't like to dress up. You can go as hard or as you want to, or again, you don't have to dress up at all.
That. I think for me, we've got our Halloween costumes done, our GPS, and it's the Love Eternal one. I think I might just go a little cash because I just want to get my feet wet and just party and celebrate the kickoff. So
Yeah.
Formally?
that's the formal name.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
look nice.
I ordered late at night. I don't know what I was doing. Some outfits.
Oh gosh. This is good.
One of them was straight up lingerie. Like I got it and I'm like, what the hell was I
Ooh.
thinking? What I can't wear this. Like, what the hell is this?
Nikki
Oh my God.
Nikki sent me a screenshot of it, and she said, "I got this for the cruise," and I said, "That is a negligee. That is legit a negligee."
People have worn the negligees on the cruise.
People have worn just pasties. I saw this girl with just like
Yes.
pasties, and I was like, hey, you do you, you know,
Yeah.
you go for
Yeah.
it. I probably won't wear that, but more power to anybody who would want to. And if you're the
Oh,
same size
sure.
as me, I will send it to you. It still has tags on it. So yes. But yeah, I think that even though it's a formal night, I've seen both sides of it. Like people are like, oh no, you have to dress formal. I don't think that's the case. Like,
No.
right, Christina?
No.
Like you don't have to.
No, you don't have to. And a lot of people don't. It's like a range. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think too with those, just kind of like the Blockhead Love theme, it was like a range of people in dresses to people just in like us in heart costume. Like it's
Mhm.
whatever your take is on the theme. So
Right.
do whatever you want.
Be comfortable. That's
Yes.
just
You do you.
That's the key, is be comfortable.
be
Yeah.
comfortable. And it's going
It's
to
your-
be hot. And
It's gonna
it
be
can
hot,
rain. It can
and you're
rain.
gonna be in that outfit probably for a good like 8 hours.
Yes. Yes. I do recommend, I mean, I don't know if anyone else has trouble with their feet like I do, but I actually went back to my room and changed my shoes multiple times. Again, I missed Joe, so maybe don't follow my advice. But I changed shoes halfway through a couple nights just because I didn't want my feet to start hurting. So the nights that I did change, my feet didn't hurt as bad. But yeah, I also wore compression socks. Unfortunately, they had alpacas on them. So when I took them off, I had alpacas on my legs. So like what do you call it? Like, because I was so swollen that
Yeah.
the like imprint of the alpaca was like on my leg.
I had hearts on mine. I had heart imprints on my legs.
Yes. So stay hydrated, stay hydrated, stay hydrated. And Christina, you had a really good suggestion because the water is salty, you said.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Which it took me a couple of cruises to learn that yeah. So definitely, if you can avoid it, which is why a lot of people get either the bottles of water delivered to their room,
Mhm.
or they'll do like the soda package. But because the water and even the iced tea, which I was drinking like the first couple cruises, has like salt added to it, so it makes you swell more.
Mhm. And Brooke and I were so swollen. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we had water. Like we had
Yeah.
water delivered to, but we still, I
It wasn't enough.
I didn't wear my compression socks as much as I should. It's because the first time I had alpacas all over my legs. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that again. But next time I don't care. I will,
Yeah,
the alpacas
who
can be
cares?
on my legs.
It's actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cute. I
It's
have
like-
some with corgis on them. So maybe I should wear those and see if I have little corgis imprinted on my
Yeah,
legs.
so we can do it together because I just found the alpaca socks
So-
again. So I'm like,
I have a question. And this is like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to hijack anything. And this is not really about the cruise. It's more about compression socks.
oh yeah, okay.
So I mentioned that I have these compression socks with corgis on them. I actually have another pair of compression socks with another dog breed on them. I'm not sure what they are. I think they're like wiener dogs.
Mhm.
But I had never worn compression socks before. And I bought them for when I had a red eye flight like a few years ago. And it was like an 8-hour flight. And I bought them because I was so afraid that I was going to get a blood clot and I was going to die. So that's my anxiety. But are they supposed to be impossible to put on?
Almost.
Those two.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, they are supposed to be tight, but I mean,
Like-
I want them to like cut off your circulation.
Like I couldn't, I had to take them off. I had to
Oh,
have
they
my
might have been too
dad
tight. Yeah.
help me put them on, and I got like a big size, and I don't have big legs. Like my weight doesn't go to my legs.
No, you
I had
have
to have
very
my
small
dad.
legs.
I had to have my dad help me get them on, and then they were so because he dropped me off at the airport, and then they were so tight. I had to have him help me take them off, and I was like, I'm just gonna risk it. I'll risk it all.
It might have
Because-
been the amount of compression too, because it's not just
Mhm.
the size of them, but they have different like strength
Maybe
of
that was it.
compression.
They do.
So
Yes.
I usually like for like a cruise or that, if you don't otherwise have like issues or that, I would say like the it's like millimeters of mercury, but so it's like the 20 to 30 is probably good enough.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, because if you get stronger than that, then yeah, they're probably too much.
I'm writing that down because I do want to get some, and I want to make sure that I don't do that again. And maybe I'll find some with like kitties on them.
Yeah, I think
Maybe.
like that, the ones I got were off Amazon, and I think they were like the 20 like millimeters of mercury, but that worked.
That's
fine.
perfect. I knew Christina would know that.
Yes.
Well, I was thinking that you could do alpaca imprints with the negligee for.
Oh
I think
my God,
I
that would be
love that
amazing.
idea.
Or if you didn't want to wear the negligee on the cruise, you could always just keep it. And then after you get back, as a thank you to Kevin, you could wear it with your alpaca imprints.
Yes, that negligee needs to serve a purpose.
No, I put it on. He's like, I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm like, Kevin, there's two little strings. If somebody went boop, like that, it would fall down and I would expose myself to everyone. Like there's just, I'm not wearing this.
Well, watch your back.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So yeah, compression socks, definitely something you should pack. Definitely.
I was gonna say, I think someone had a question about that but I just wore mine at night. Like
Yeah,
when I
same.
was in my room, I didn't wear them like with my outfits and stuff. But I guess it depends on how much swelling you get. Like that was good enough for me. Is I would wear them at night, and of course, like the day we debark, like I would wear them.
Yes, for sure. Because that's where Brooke and I had trouble. We both
That's
were
when it
wearing
got bad. It was
flip-flops,
kind of fine.
and like you
but
couldn't. It was like hard to pull the flip flop off. That's how bad
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Our feet were so swollen. So yeah, be mindful of that.
Yes.
So any advice on, so maybe I could just tell you what I'm thinking. So I'm trying to think about like partying and rest. And so maybe this is just beyond the cruise and just general advice. Like, do you guys just stick to drinking at night? Do you take days off? I'm not sure if you all drink too, but we're planning on like partying and like shots and all that kind of stuff. But I don't want to fall overboard because that's B, I want to last the entire cruise.
Yes.
So beyond like compression socks and drinking water, is there any other advice about how to maintain stamina?
I would say slow and steady wins the race.
Pace yourself. Pace yourself.
Yes. You don't. The thing about the drinks that are on the like the mixed drinks, they're definitely not as strong. But sometimes you'll get one that's real strong, and you're like, oh shit, yeah. So just like really don't be I wouldn't do shots like right off the bat before they even come out. I would hold those until and like do a shot like every hour, or do a couple shots every hour. 70s night for me was the most I've ever drank, I think. Ever.
Wow.
I think. I'm not a huge drinker, but I drank, No, I don't think it was ever. I take that back. It definitely wasn't ever, but it was pretty close because
probably like in recent history.
Right. You're just having fun and time's going by and you're drinking. And I had my friend Drew had this big bottle of vodka and she just had it like in a what do you call it? This is pre-COVID. So of course we were sharing a water bottle, a huge water bottle. And she kept going back and refilling it and bringing it back. And so all night I was drinking it, just drinking. And then Deepa, you know what you did. we did tequila shots at the end.
Tifa knows what she did.
And I went to the after party and I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. It was bad.
Yeah, you pieced out of there.
Yes, I did. I did. We were all dancing, and then Donnie came and stood right next to us. And of course, what happens is when Donnie is there, people go, whoo. And I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have an anxiety attack right now. I can I'm laughing. I'm like, I gotta go. And then it's trying to find the room going back, because everything looks the same. Everything looks the same. So
yeah, deck to deck, those hallways of rooms are the same. I mean, you've been on a cruise,
when you're going to your room, try to find doors that stand out so that you can keep in your mind that you're going in the right direction. Because
we're on the spa deck and we're right next to the spa, so I think
that's perfect. Perfect.
Is there a spa here?
We're also right next to the elevator doors, so it's and our doors are rated or will be.
You're good.
And we can also kind of remember the decorations, the doors next to us, so we'll know if we're close. We walk out of the elevator. I know it's around here somewhere.
You'll be good.
You'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be good.
You'll be good then.
I mean, stay hydrated because
new fear unlocked now.
I sleep in the spa.
They're gonna find us asleep on the stairmaster.
I was gonna say in the gym. I'm on the treadmill.
I'm sure it's happened before.
You'll probably see Danny.
Yeah.
I know, Danny.
The sharks have me.
But I will say, because during the day, the cool thing about this is we're going to Half Moon Cay, right? I'm saying that right? Half Moon Cay.
Yeah.
And I loved it there because it's just you're just on the beach. There's no, it's a private island, so it's just you guys there. I don't know as if there was a question, will there be other ships docking there? I'm not sure. The last time we went, we were the only ones there.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any more other ships there.
And you get off and you can eat there. They've got chicken. Unfortunately, when you're eating the chicken, there are chicken
running around.
So that's a little
awkward.
Yeah.
But it's really laid back.
I'm eating your mom right now.
Oh,
great.
Your dad was sorry.
Sorry. I won't say.
Chris will be nice to the chickens.
I will. I'll have salad that day.
You'll have salad. No, I did not sleep enough though. I slept a total of 6 hours. The last cruise, I think. No, it was 12 hours. There was one day I slept 6 hours though, solid. And then the other 3 days, it was 6. The day that I slept the 6 hours was the day that everybody went to Nassau and got off the ship, and I stayed right on and I slept. And it was the best thing I could have done for myself. And I'm going to do more of that this cruise. I am going to make sure I take the time to sleep.
So is things just open all night or something?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Party? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if go to bed and they shut down at 3 or something,
I mean,
I think the last night, GPS night, people actually everybody went, once Donnie was I'm out, you know what I mean? And because the guys had already left, and Donnie usually
he stays for a while. Yeah. He's usually the last man standing.
Yeah. Then people start taking off, and there aren't a lot of people around. There weren't on a GPS night. But
no, GPS night, Donnie was out until you could see the land.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were coming into port. It was early. It was it was
the tradition is to stay up until you see the port.
Yeah, I don't think I slept that morning at all. Maybe I slept for an
We
hour.
did a little bit. I think it was like 2 hours that we
Yeah,
slept, because I slept less
but
than Brooke. And
it
we went
was
back and got like 2 hours of sleep. Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, it was not much. But I mean, and that was cool. And I would do that again, I think. For sure. But also don't feel bad if you can't.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you need
There's
to
no
sleep.
shame. Yeah. Just
Absolutely not.
do what you
Absolutely
need to
not.
do. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Especially the first night. Like, if you're feeling it and you're feeling real tired, like just go and sleep, because you're going to just screw yourself up for the rest of the
Yeah.
time. So just go to bed. That's my piece of advice. Go to bed. I'm glad we did that night, because we were exhausted.
We were
And it was
exhausted that first night.
raining, and we're just like, I feel like we missed a lot, but I'm glad that we had that rest that first night, because we were ready to go the next couple nights.
Right.
And I will say the nice thing, which was different from the first cruise, is that they try to make a point to let you know, like, when all new kids are going to be gone. So you're not expecting them to come back. So
Mm.
they'll usually be like, okay, like, we're done for the night. And then you can decide if you want to stay up after that or not. But, you're not going to, like, miss anything after that.
All right. What else do you guys have?
So my question is something that both Chris and I really, like, the biggest impression that was left after Mixtape Tour was getting to meet people that watch Rattail or part of the Rattail family. Like, I think Chrissy would agree that was probably like close to the number one amazing part of it.
Yes, for sure.
For sure. So we're really excited to meet as many people as possible. So excited. But I'm like, just logistically. So, like, can we communicate our room number with everyone, or is that a bad idea? I'd love to know what content creators do, just so we can decide for ourselves. But like, we're making bracelets. I think we're making a flag for the Lido deck. We're making merchandise. I'm just curious, like, how to navigate that. And I'm curious if you two have ever, like, what's the experience getting to meet people and people that watch your content, listen to your content?
So I can tell you that we did give people our room number. It was overwhelming sometimes, you know what I mean? Because, like, I didn't want anybody to think I was being a bitch or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want.
Yeah.
So we just had our, come to our door. We did a huge thing. It took months to do.
It was huge.
We had these paper plates, and for every single story that was told on our podcast, I made a paper plate with
I
their
still have
picture.
mine.
So
Yay.
we encouraged people to come and take their paper plate if they were on the
Oh,
cruise. And so people really liked that. Definitely got burned out by that, because it was a lot of work, but I'm glad. I really like the way that it came out. Yeah, it was cool to put our room out there, because we did get people knock on the door and we got to say, like, hi to people. We definitely wanted people, even after the cruise, people were like, well, we saw you, but we didn't want to come and bother you. And it's like, no, like, come say hi. We want you to come say hi. So yeah, we did let people know our room number, but it was hard to communicate once we got on the boat. So if you do want that interaction, I would definitely let people know before you get on the boat what your room number is.
great. Yeah, we have an interactive door. So our door is highly interactive.
Okay.
So that's helpful to hear your experience with it.
Yeah. We had a so, like, we had this thing, it said, like, recording, and people could leave a message, like, push the button and leave a message so that we could.
So cool.
But we only got like 10 messages.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot.
Right. So, I mean,
I still like that.
That's really cool.
it was fun to do, like, to go big and do that, but I don't think we're going to do that this year.
No,
I think we're going to be like,
it was a lot.
and it was hard to set it all up too, because there was it was elaborate.
It was very
but there are people that were more elaborate.
and also the peephole.
Oh yeah, so we had to cut Joe's crotch because the peephole was covered, so we had to, like, and it happened to land right.
And it happened to be right there.
So
And then the paper plates were strung like
Yes.
outside the door, like on the wall.
Yeah,
basically.
so you've got that whole wall, and then you've got the door. So we decorated the whole wall with the paper plates, and then the door was interactive. But yeah, people go all out for their, for their doors, and some people don't do much. We're gonna do something, but we won't do what we did before.
Love it.
I will say for the bracelets too, you like, because we gave like bracelets and stuff, or people give like candy and stuff, and I think that was a question somebody else had, but
yes,
you can like stick a little like get one of those mounting tabs and just like mount a little basket near your door and dump them in there, and people will walk by and take your stuff, take your bracelets or candy or whatever you want.
Oh, I love that. Our door is going to be our cruise theme, and we'd love to share our cruise theme because Rattail, we have our own cruise theme.
We do.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them? This will be the first time anyone knows what our cruise theme is.
It's Big Boat Energy.
So instead
of
Big Boat Energy. And so
I
our door,
that.
and we'll have merch out on September 1st.
Yes.
That says Big Boat Energy with Rattail. It's so exciting.
It's merch you can actually use on the boat too.
Usable merch.
That's exciting. I love the Big Boat Energy. I love it.
I do too. That's so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's gonna be big.
We're
boat.
excited. I just got done doing the graphic, and so that's gonna go out soon. We're excited.
Yeah, super excited.
So September 1st.
Y'all, we're so excited. It's so great.
Where are they going to be able to get the merchandise on September 1st?
So well, I don't know if I have the actual link right now, but it's basically with Spring, but we'll have links to social media and stuff.
Yeah.
The actual, URL or anything right now, but yeah, we'll have links and stuff on all of our social platforms.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, we'll definitely repost and make sure people see it. So.
Oh, thank you. We're using your merch company because we love my so-called whatever merch.
Yeah.
My you know what you did sweatshirt was my favorite. But yeah, we'll be sharing it all over the social.
We're doing a t-shirt like we did last time. We're not doing all the different things like we did last time because we did actually those are still available, and
they are still available.
We can just change the year on them.
We totally can. I love the naughty ones.
Yeah,
I love those ones.
Yes, and it said like I want to get naughty with, and it has a blank thing, so you can write in Joey.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute.
That's fun.
And it was naughty like NAUTI, like nautical.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny.
That's cute. That's
Love a good pun.
And then we've got slides. We have We Are All Donnie Girl slides, and we have My So-Called Whatever slides. If you guys want slides, they're really good. They
shower shoes.
Yeah, shower shoes. And we'll have our My So-Called Whatever cruise. What did we call it last time?
I don't remember.
Cruise Squad.
Yeah, Cruise Squad.
Whatever Cruise Squad. So the MSCW Cruise Squad. So we'll have those t-shirts available in the next couple weeks. Again from Spring. So I think we might wear them for sail away. So if you guys already have a sail away outfit planned, no worries. But if you want to get one and cool. If not, no big deal, but we'll have them available.
Yay! I can't wait to check it out.
Because you guys were talking about communication a lot. Is there no Wi-Fi? Is there no what's going on the boat?
So there's Wi-Fi. You do pay for it.
Okay.
Correct, right, Christina? You do pay for the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
The last time we did, I'm still gonna get the Wi-Fi package regardless. Just because it does work sometimes.
Yeah.
We had all these really high, we were gonna go live, we were gonna do this, we were gonna post. None of that happened because there was just no connection to. We could barely send Facebook messages to people to be like, hey, you want to have dinner with us tonight or whatever. They also have an app.
The hub. Yeah.
The hub. Yes. And
it doesn't work a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Right. And that's to communicate with people on the ship.
Right. It's supposed to be to communicate with people on the ship, but yeah, it doesn't work a lot.
So we need to know where everyone is ahead of time.
Well, our roommate Chrissy, we're so excited to be rooming with Chrissy. She bought walkie-talkies for us.
Oh,
Nice.
smart.
Oh, did she really?
She did.
Nice.
So we're wondering if that'll work.
Yeah,
I
people
think
have
that-
used those before. Yeah.
It should work.
I think that's a good. Brooke, I have
Yeah.
We
walkie-talkies.
separate them though.
So
Yeah,
we just
but
have to like strap them to our
Yeah,
waistband.
I have some.
With the holster, but with that.
We should bring them.
Yeah.
I
in
just came
case.
across them. So excuse me. So communication, the biggest thing that we did that really worked out for us was, and we'll do this again in our group. We'll post a spreadsheet with everybody's room, whoever wants to. Like, you don't have to do this, but you can put your room number, whether you're late or early dining. And you know, if you're on the spreadsheet, then we would go and visit, you know, when we could, or people could come and visit us. And so within the community, because people became friends, they were able to see where everybody was. But I would recommend printing it out,
Mhm.
going old school
Mhm.
before you get on that ship. Print out, or like put it in your notes app or something somewhere.
Like screenshot it or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's
Great advice.
yes. You can use the phone system, and you can, because that's how Christina and Carmen were able to get a hold of us.
Yes.
They left a message on our phone because we were trying to find them multiple times and we weren't able to because we just didn't, the communication wasn't there. So you can call.
Like cabin to cabin. Yeah.
Yes, cabin to cabin. Leave a message. So always look at your phone and see if you have messages, because we hadn't even looked. And then we're like, oh, the phone's blinking. We have
Oh,
a
that's-
message. So be prepared for there to be not a whole lot of internet. They may have upgraded since then. I'm not sure. We're on a different ship. So, and they're making repairs to the ship. So maybe things will be better. But always have a backup plan.
Okay.
Really good advice. Love that.
Very helpful.
Any more questions?
No,
I think I'm okay right now.
but this was super helpful. I'm thinking a lot about.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little overwhelming.
It is, but you know what? It honestly, if I can give you any advice, just take every single minute in and enjoy it, because it will be over before you know it. It's a very short period of time. So just like party your heart out. You can sleep
Love that.
at home, or you can sleep when you're dead. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I
I was
just
gonna
kept
say,
saying
yeah.
that. I myself have to have sleep, or I'm a raging bitch. So I know when I need to have sleep, but I still enjoyed. I'm a worrier, and I was actually able to just be like, I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm just gonna go and do my thing. Like the first night we couldn't find our friends, and that stressed me out. Like, I was so upset because we couldn't find anybody. But then we made plans. So make plans, you guys. Once you get on the ship, or where it might not work out, but where you want to go, try to get together, like find a meeting spot.
Yeah, that's
meet
great.
Together. Because I don't know what they're doing, because first they do the muster drill. So
Yeah.
basically, to answer some of the questions that what happens when you come on the boat. So you get in line and they start letting people on, and you go through the procedures.
Security. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get to go on the boat. They take your luggage, but you'll have your carry-on.
Yeah. So keep your carry-on with you, and
Right.
and keep any important, like I would keep your sail away outfit in your carry-on, like your whatever, your makeup, your medications, your door decorations. Like keep that in your carry-on. Don't put that in the check bag, because the check bags kind of they stagger how they deliver them. So you may not get your check bag till later at night. So any stuff you want during the day, have it with you in your carry-on.
For sure.
Is that like when you leave the dock? What is sail away?
That's when you leave.
So it's a Lido deck party that kind of kicks off the cruise,
Okay. I see. Thank you.
And that usually happens right after the muster drill.
which is the safety drill. Yeah.
Right. So typically people do the drill and then they
Run to the Lido deck.
to the Lido
Now-
deck.
See,
We didn't
I don't
run.
know. I don't know how it's going to be. The muster drills post COVID, like since cruises have been going, are different than what they were before.
Mm.
And they don't gather everybody together in one spot. What they do is, and it's all built into like the app. And I don't know. I'm sure this is not going to, this is Carnival. It's going to be how it's been on cruises. But what they do is they have you watch a video, like a safety video. This is what we cruise in April, not on Carnival, but they're all kind of doing the same thing. You have to watch a safety video on your phone as part of like your online check-in generally. And then when you get on the ship, you go to your muster station. And I don't know how it is with Carnival again, but you, like on Disney, they had a QR code on like the wall near your muster station or at your muster station. You had to scan it. And that proved to like the cruise line, like, yes, I'm here. And then you were like checked off.
Gotcha.
And I think that NCL does it that way now too. And I'm sure the others, it's a similar type of process. So I don't know how it's going to be with muster and how, because that was like people were mad dashing.
Yeah.
And
mad
we were
dashing.
like trying to find our friends. And so we went to where our friends went. And as soon as we got there, they were like, no, you guys have to turn around. No more people allowed. So we got separated from some of our friends because they wouldn't let us in.
And I feel like they let you leave your muster drill at different times. So they were like,
Yes.
your group might get held there while they're waiting because they don't want everybody like leaving at the same time. So
they held
that's why
us.
there's the mad dash to the Lido deck to try to get a spot.
So yeah, that's all going to be different. So that will be very, very interesting.
It'll just be interesting to see how it plays out. I mean, obviously there's going to be massive amount of people all congregated in one spot.
Right.
And they haven't been doing that with the muster drills for that reason, to not have people congregated in one spot. But anyway, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Yes.
And make sure you have your sunscreen on because it gets hot during the sail away party. The sun's going to be beating down on you.
Yep.
For sure.
It was really hot.
Right. So I think, Christina, you had some really good cruise do's and don'ts that I would love to talk about real quick before we just to kind of give you guys some general. I mean, they answer a lot of questions.
Awesome.
So I don't know if you want to read them or do you want us to read them or
you guys can read them.
okay. Brooke, do you want to like go back and forth?
Sure.
Okay. So here are Christina's cruise do's. Number 1, do pack sunscreen. Seriously. If you're going to be on that beach, if you're going to be on sail away.
Oh my gosh.
Don't try to be tough. Because guess what's going to happen? You're going to be sick the entire time you're there.
Don't try to be cute.
Don't try to be tough. There's your first don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not, just be smart. Put the sunscreen on.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. The next do is do pack layers, as it can get hot on the Lido deck, but be pretty chilly in the theater for the shows. So this is valid. Now, I rarely get cold.
Same.
So I was fine, although I would still bring layers because you never know what it might be.
Yeah.
So that's a very, very good advice. And especially if you tend to get cold in air conditioning.
Yeah.
If you tend to get cold in air conditioning, absolutely, like when you go to the theater or the dining room, anywhere where you're going to be inside for a period of time, bring a light sweater.
I'll bring my parka for sure.
There you go.
Also, it could get really windy on the Lido deck sometimes too.
That's right. Someone was asking about wearing a dress up on the top.
Well, let me tell you.
I think you'd be okay. I had a skirt on up on the top before. I was fine.
Well, let me tell you, this last one, I was wearing a dress and I went up on the top and
Oh my God.
the whole dress went right up with me. It went right up. It was there was like hardly anybody up there. Thank God.
Oh my God.
But it just went right up. It was so windy.
So maybe just wear shorts.
And I never went
I was
back
gonna
up.
say wear some shorts underneath.
That's what I always
mean,
do.
that's what I really should do.
Oh my God. All right. Do go to the shows. Some fans blow these off, but they are priceless. Our guys love their shenanigans, and you don't want to miss them. Some of the funniest cruise moments happen during the show. And I have to agree with this.
100%.
And it's really funny because both shows, different things can happen.
Yeah.
I mean, so we're late dining, right?
Yes.
Yes, we're late dining because we were late to the party. So our show might be completely different. Well, they kind of operate the same way, but there might be
funny
think
moments in our
mainly the
show
game
that
show, yeah.
is different.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right, next one. Do bring compression stockings. This will help cut down on the size of your cankles by the end of the cruise. All the standing can lead to some pretty puffy ankles and feet by the time you disembark. We've talked about this.
Yes.
Bring them. Even if they leave alpacas on your legs, bring them.
Especially leave alpacas.
Now I have to bring my alpacas.
You really do.
Yes. Do pack your sail away and maybe even your outfit for the first night's Lido Deck party and your carry-on luggage as well. I'm going to add as your door decorations.
Yes.
Sometimes it takes a while for them to bring your luggage to your cabin, and this way you'll have everything you need for the first day. So important. So important.
So helpful.
All right. If you plan to decorate your cabin door, do pack that stuff in your carry-on luggage as well.
The only time you'll have to decorate your cabin door is typically after boarding, but before the muster drill. And I remember us go crazy, trying to put everything together.
Oh yeah. It was stressful.
Yeah. Yes. And
it was really stressful.
Yeah. Okay. Do leave extra room in your luggage for cruise merch, souvenirs, etc. Very important.
Yep.
Yes. I know we all like to pack a lot, but leave a little room.
Yes. Very
Sorry, my dog
smart.
is barking.
That's okay. Oh, woo. All right. Do pack. Oh, wait.
Like that.
Do bring comfortable shoes. There's a lot of standing on the cruise. This is not the time to wear those stilettos that you just bought. True.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, some people will.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Good for them. But
yeah, I mean,
if he can't take it,
more power to you. But no, I can't do that. I am a 42-year-old woman, overweight woman. I can't do that.
And if you're not used to wearing heels, please, or make sure you break in your shoes before you go.
Yeah.
So, okay. Do pack comfortable clothes and a swimsuit. Even if you don't plan on swimming, you might want to just cool off a bit in the pool or even soak up a bit of sun on the Lido Deck. And this is so true because here's the thing, we're going to be in Half Moon Cay for 2 days. And it is so cool just to go in there and just go into the water. You don't have to swim. Just you'll want to go in the water.
You want to go in the water and try to dodge the fish and drink a frosty drink.
Nice.
Yes. Jackie. That's what I always say. Jackie.
I do too. She did not like the fish.
She did not like them, no.
At all.
I was gonna say I think someone had a question about they do have beach towels both in your cabin and at the beach that we go to, so you can get beach towels from Carnival and you just have to return them.
That's right, because they had that big return pile. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to bring your own. That takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
I think there's things you can rent there too, aren't there? They're
those little clamshell things and cabanas.
Yeah. So
and they'll usually send information about that a little closer.
All right. Do participate in the theme nights. The planning can be a bit of a pain at times, but it is so much fun to see everyone, including the guys, in their theme night outfits. So we haven't talked about the guys in their theme night outfits,
Oh
and
my
that just brings up a
God.
really good point. You do you, and you can go as big or as small as you want in the costume, category. But the guys bring it, and it's
Yes.
awesome. Just want to say that.
Yes.
They bring it.
Yes.
Sometimes they have even 2 outfits.
Yes.
And you're like,
That's true.
Yeah, there's a wardrobe change.
Mhm. Okay. Do eat one meal in the dining room, especially if you've never cruised before. It's cool to have at least one fancy dinner during the cruise, and it's included in the price. And I 100% agree with this. I'm really glad that we did that, even though I got seasick. At the
And
end.
that molten lava cake.
Yes. Oh, so good.
Oh my God, there's nothing better. I would have just like 3 of those for dinner. Perfect.
Sounds good.
And a Prosecco. We're good. All right. Do bring period supplies, tampons, maxi pads, menstrual cups, whatever you use. Sometimes the stress of the cruise, travel, or even being around a ton of other women will bring on a surprise visit from Aunt Flo. You don't want to be caught off guard. You also don't want to be that girl wearing white with a blood stain on the back of your pants. Just saying.
Yes.
So this is, when I travel, it throws me all off anyway. I think just like
Mhm.
flying throws me off. So, very, very good advice.
And also go to the bathroom to
In the bathroom,
Yeah.
change your stuff.
not on the Lido deck.
Yes, please.
Mhm.
And if you need to use the
Please.
bathroom,
I
go to
think-
the
I
bathroom.
think we're scaring Chris.
Yeah.
Chris is like, am I gonna have to wade through a sea of tampons
Like,
to go see Donnie? I'm
God.
never mind, buddy.
Do bring a power strip, but it can't be a surge protector, correct?
Right. I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's just be like
Um,
the generic, like.
Yeah. There are only a few outlets in the cabins. If you have 3 to 4 people in the room, there are a lot of devices that need charging. Phones, cameras, GoPros, portable chargers, etc. Very true. But
Very
don't
good point.
don't bring a surge protector.
Right.
Because
We had one of those little like charging towers.
yeah,
with-
that's what
yeah.
that's what we had too.
And last on the dues, do plan to have so much fun.
aw,
Because you will.
Yes.
the
So
good one.
exciting.
So now we have some cruise don'ts.
Okay.
Don't change your tampon on the Lido.
Yes.
Right.
You win.
So don't go in with any expectations except to have fun. We've already talked about that.
Absolutely. Don't be rude or mean to other fans or the crew. There's no need to push people out of the way. Yep. Be a good human.
Yes.
Don't fight. Like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Seriously. It's not worth it. There have been some all-out brawls on the cruise in the past. This is a sure way to land yourself in cruise jail. And cruise jail, guys, it's a real thing.
Yes.
Like,
It is a real
you
thing.
don't want to be there. This means that you will spend the rest of the cruise in your cabin, not allowed to leave, and will miss all of the fun.
I'll bring you shots, Freckle.
I'm not a fighter
Because I'm
though.
assuming she'll be in. I'm
She's a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, they ain't
Somewhere
gonna
to
catch her.
All right. Our next don't is don't shit or pee anywhere but in a toilet. Not near the elevators, not on Lido deck.
Like, who are these cruise people? Where am I going?
These are things that have happened on past cruises. I'm just gonna say.
Oh my gosh, that is the fact that you have to say that is just funny.
Chris is like, why would
Should I like not go?
No, you're fine.
No, you're fine.
So here's
You're
the
fine.
thing. You just be a good human.
Right.
Yeah, use toilets, people. It's real. Come on.
Don't be so dedicated to saving your spot on the Lido deck that you don't take care of personal needs. I've literally seen a girl have her period on Lido deck during a Jordan event because she didn't want to lose her spot. Don't be that girl.
Lord. I get it. It's Jordan, but
I
You
have
need-
something to add to this as well. If you
Yeah.
do have your spot And people are literally just trying to get by. They're not trying to steal your spot. They're just like trying to get by. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Just
Yeah. I there were several times we were just trying to like get down the stairs.
Right.
Like I'm just trying to get back
Like, I
over to my
promise I
friends
don't
or the
want your
bathroom.
spot. Like I just need to get from point A to point B. Sorry.
Oh my God. So I used to be a teacher and I still work in education. And what we used to do in the classroom is when you're sitting on the rug for story time, you would mark an X with tape so that kids knew where their personal space was. Maybe they need to think in maybe a couple years of painting some X's so that people can understand where the personal space is. Just an idea.
I think that they would just ignore it.
Yes, they would. They would just ignore it.
Magnetic X's and just throw down that X or like a circle and be like, don't come.
This is my personal space.
My
I have to pee like a human, so I'm gonna leave my X.
But it's not yours.
Right.
Oh, this is a great idea. New merch. No.
New merch.
New merch.
The Rattail.
We'll take like traffic cones in and be like,
Yeah.
this
Yes.
is my spot. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
All
right.
Yeah.
Don't take Listerine strips from people you don't know. A friend of mine took what we are pretty sure was LSD from a couple on the cruise. She thought they were Listerine strips, but they were not.
Wow.
This is Christina, by the way. These are Christina's do's and don'ts.
Yeah, these are
No, thank you.
No.
See, that's why I'm going to be in jail.
That's why I'm going to jail.
Okay. Don't take anything from anyone.
But I'm going to be honest with you. People will offer you stuff left and right.
Yeah, people will offer you
They
stuff.
will offer you cookies and whatever. And I was just like, okay. Like, I was just like, whatever. And now that I think about it, I'm like,
I will not take anything unless it's a hug. That's about it.
Oh, I love that. I
I
can't
will
wait to hug
I will
people.
take hugs and I will give hugs. So that's about
Oh.
don't book your return flight too early. Follow the directions from Rose Tours. You'll need time to disembark, clear customs, and then get to the airport.
Yep.
Very important.
And finally, don't wait until the day of the cruise to fly in. Always get there the day before. You don't want a flight delay on the day of the cruise to make you miss the boat.
Don't do this. Yeah.
And this is this is honestly more true now than ever before.
Mhm.
Flights are canceling left and right for all the reasons.
Yes.
A lot of it is staffing. And it is a nightmare for us travel agents. And it would be awful if you missed the cruise because you were trying to make your connection through Newark the morning of.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So definitely go in at least a day before. Honestly, if you're not going on a direct flight, I would almost recommend going 2 days before.
Agreed.
Yeah, so on the West Coast, it's even more imperative because of the time difference. And there
Mhm.
aren't a lot of flights that get in before the leaving time. So we're going the day before, but I also mapped out if we get stuck in our mid spot, which is Houston, it's enough time to drive overnight and get to, like, if anything happens, we could rent a car and drive from Houston to Miami. We'd get there right on time, but it could happen. So
That's good though.
scary.
I mean, it gives you peace of mind that
It does.
Yeah.
So I just have a couple more things that I'll read from some of the things that people were like continually asking about. And again, like I said, we can't get through all of them because we've already been over an hour and we don't want to take any more time from Christina or Chris or Adrian, but we'll go over these because I think these will be helpful. Charlene had a really good one. She said that her first piece of advice every time is to, every time you walk past the ice cream machine, get an ice cream cone.
Oh, yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Always.
Yes. Also, the pizza place.
Yes, because I get pizza.
I failed to do that last time.
It's so good.
It's going to be my first thing that I do.
Especially at like 4 in the morning.
Yes.
Yes.
That pizza just hits different at 4 a.m.
Yes.
That mushroom pizza. Oh my God.
Stephanie says she took emergency every day before she got to Miami because she didn't want to get the Berg flu. That's what they call it. Let's see.
I was gonna say somebody had asked about the trip insurance or the insurance,
Yes,
which I hadn't done in the past, but I did do this year
we
just
did
because
too.
of the state of the world.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we absolutely did, just in case,
Yeah.
because you just don't know.
I am going to mention that most insurances that you purchase, most travel insurance that you purchase, the cover, so they will cover you. And again, this is very blanket, but just working in the industry, selling travel insurance every day, most of them, they are going to cover you if you get COVID before the cruise and you have to cancel. Then most that would be a covered reason for cancellation, and you would be able to seek reimbursement as long as you have appropriate documentation. Or if you get sick while on the cruise and you require medical attention, quarantine, and that sort of thing, it generally will cover those expenses. What it will not generally cover is if all of a sudden there's a new variant that comes out, that's really prevalent in Miami 2 weeks before, and you're like, I don't think I'm comfortable going. It's not going to cover for that reason.
Yeah.
I like to mention that because a lot of people that I just talk to every day are shocked that it doesn't cover, but it's kind of like fear of travel. It doesn't cover for that.
Good to know.
But it's smart to have. You never know.
A really good piece of advice from Lori Latham is about selfies. So she said selfies are great, but sometimes just putting your phone in your pocket leads to having a chat, a dance, like Brooke, or just that moment with your favorite new kid. Just let it happen, because you're going to see people are constantly going to be asking them for selfies. So, I mean, like when Joe was dancing at the bar, like I probably wouldn't have asked him for a selfie, but then he went around and did selfies. So that was cool. And I was like, I would absolutely love a selfie. And I got a selfie. I was very happy with that. Let's see here. So this person's talking about the ADA area. And they said that they just spoke with Rose Tours about an ADA area for the Lido deck. And they said that there is one, but it's already full. And someone who is a vet ADA cruiser said there are other areas that are not so crowded as the front of the stage. Also, if you go up on deck 10, there's always less people up there and it's much safer. So that's a good place for people who might have anxiety around other people, need to get away from other people. Go ahead and go up to deck 10.
That's good.
Or if you just need to like get away from the crowd and cool off.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I'm really happy because we're on deck 9. So we're on Lido. So if I get a little overwhelmed, I'm probably just gonna head back to my room for a little bit and I'm right back. Question about the photo groups. So there was one person that said, if the photo group starts at 2, can my group just show up at 3:45? So you don't want to do that. Christina, you had a really good answer for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, one, you don't know. I mean, there is a bit of a wait, but you don't know how fast or slow that line is gonna move, and so you might not time it right and then miss your picture. But also, like, you don't want to it's not really fair to leave like one person from your group like holding down the line while everybody else is like whatever, having fun or doing whatever they want to do. So a lot of people will do like if you want to take turns where somebody holds the spot and other people go like get something to drink or go to the bathroom or whatever, you can do that. But kind of good to kind of stick up there with your group.
Some people also asked about excursions and also like drink packages and all of that stuff. And I think we talked about this before, but that all will happen if there are drink packages, because there weren't alcohol packages before, but they did it on Cruise X, right?
Yeah. And I think sometimes like some stuff you can like buy before when we do our official like registration through the Carnival site. But then there's some stuff like they make you wait till you get on the boat to buy. So it just kind of depends on how they're running stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And one thing, Lori Latham again said for a piece of advice, take a tour of the hallways and check out the door decorations. There are some really creative and talented people with amazing decorations. Also, lots of cabins have little tokens or treats to give away, and those are fun, but please don't steal things that clearly aren't meant to be taken. And that's so important
Yes.
because people steal stuff all the time, and it's just like, really? Like, don't do it. But definitely, I'm glad that we took that time. We took time and went around and checked out because some of the door decorations are just
They're amazing.
insane.
Yeah.
Really creative.
Yes.
I would, to add to that, I would say I would not put anything on your door that you would not mind parting with.
That's right.
Some people are just that way and they will take your stuff. So just don't bring like your prize, like New Kids 45 album and stick it on your door because you probably won't see it again.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he'll do it this year, but Danny a lot of times will make an effort and go around and actually autograph people's cruise door decorations. So, and don't steal his autograph off of people's doors,
Yes.
please.
Seriously, people. A couple of people asked about an itinerary. You do get one.
Yes.
I'm going to try to find my Cruise X one, or there might be one online that I can link to. But it will tell you.
When you get on the boat is when you'll get that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it is subject to change. So like they'll make announcements if they need to move times or if something
roll
gets
with
canceled. Yeah, just roll with it.
Another piece from Lori Latham, she said, be organized. Even the largest cabins are not that spacious. So coordinate with your roomies and only bring one hair dryer, not one each. Also, an over-the-door shoe organizer is great for keeping toiletries and other bathroom items off the counter. Easy to grab, and they won't roll away if the seas are rough. So I'm actually going to do that this year, Brooke. Because remember, our counter was like...
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely going to do that this time. If you have any kind of motion sickness, like go to your doctor, get the patch, or use the C-bands, or use Dramamine. They have like a non-drowsy one.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any other suggestions about that, Christina.
No, that's pretty much, yeah.
Definitely don't, and even if you don't, maybe even take something just in case.
Or just bring something with you. Yeah, just in case. Yeah.
Right.
Don't be a hero.
You don't want to be miserable. Yeah.
Don't be tough.
Don't be tough.
I've said that already. I love it. Do what you need to do.
Right. Nikki, you used the patches last time, right?
I did. I had a little weird experience with the patches, but make sure you swap. So don't put it in the same spot. So if you got it, you got to put it in a different spot. And also it gets on your fingers. So make sure you wash your hands. And if you experience like your eyesight is a little off, that's normal. Did not know that.
That happened to my husband when he used it.
I couldn't like focus. I felt like my eyes kept trying to focus, but
they thought the Lido deck was a toilet.
Oh God.
You're like, I was in the bathroom. What are you talking
about? On the motion sickness patch.
I should just dress like a big toilet.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, you guys have been awesome. We really appreciate you coming on.
Oh my gosh.
We loved the questions, Adrian, Chris, and Christina. We love your advice. So thank you so much. And thank you to everybody that submitted questions, advice, comments. We appreciate you. And we might be able to cover the other stuff in another upcoming episode, but I feel like this was pretty informative.
Very helpful.
This was amazing. And we're so grateful that you asked us to be on.
Good to be back.
It's so good to be back. And I think Chris and I are both like very excited to get to meet the both of you and to get to meet Christina as well. Like,
oh, absolutely.
That's going to feel pretty epic, huh?
Like, it's going to be surreal.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I cannot wait.
Can't wait for the big boat energy.
Yes. Big
yes.
Get ready for my hugs.
Yeah. All the hugs. He won't do LSD, but he'll give you a hug.
I will do hugs.
No Listerine strips.
Yeah.
No Listerine strips for me.
But I think we're also going to be replaying this episode because there's so much that in the last little bit that I just didn't realize. So Thank you. I feel like y'all are doing this Blockhead community a service by setting us up for success. So, gosh, we're so grateful for that. Thank you.
We're grateful for you too. You guys had some really good questions, and we're just happy again. And Christina, she has been like our like go-to.
Wow.
Yes.
So we appreciate you, Christina. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina.
We love
Thanks
you.
for having me.
All right. So we'll have to have you back on once the cruise has happened to find out your first time
Yes.
experience.
Oh my God.
First time cruise reactions.
Yes. So
hopefully
Hopefully she's out of jail. Hopefully the toilets are used.
keeping the bar high.
Well, thanks guys for listening as always, and we love you. We'll be loving you forever
and ever.
Bye.
Bye.